In the bustling city of San Francisco, a recent college graduate named George has been quietly admiring a fellow student, Tina, from afar for the past 4 years. Despite his romantic gestures, Tina has made it clear she's not interested, urging George to stop following her. George's persistence is bolstered by his friend Peter, who tries to bridge the gap by introducing George to Tina's friend Samantha. Samantha, understanding but unsuccessful, attempts to help George convey his feelings. She organizes several casual meetups, hoping to create a comfortable environment for Tina to see George's genuine affection. On George's birthday, he decides to make one grand gesture to express his love to Tina. However, his plans go awry when he is caught by Tina's father, Officer Stanley, a stern and respected police officer in the city. Taken into custody for his relentless pursuit, George faces the consequences of his unrequited love. His father, Dr. Charles, a renowned psychologist, secures his release. Dr. Charles, who raised George alone since the death of his wife, is both a father and a best friend to George. He advises his son to focus on building a stable future and to channel his energies into his budding career instead of unreciprocated feelings. Driven by his son's emotional plea, Dr. Charles approaches Officer Stanley with a marriage proposal on behalf of George. The proposal, however, is met with contempt, and Officer Stanley decides to distance his daughter by planning a move to their family in Los Angeles. Misinformed, George believes Tina has already left for Los Angeles and frantically travels there to find her, searching from neighborhood to neighborhood, clinging to the hope of winning her heart. Meanwhile, tragedy strikes back home. On the day of his departure, Dr. Charles dies in a car accident, a witness to a devastating scene where a young man takes his life over a failed relationship. This shakes the community, adding to the sorrow of George's personal loss. George, unaware and searching for Tina, is devastated when he learns that he has missed the chance to bid a final, heartfelt farewell to his father. His friends, led by Peter, step in to conduct the last rites, feeling a profound sense of responsibility to honor Dr. Charles's memory. Back in San Francisco, a heartbroken Tina finally understands the depth of George's love and reaches out to him, asking him to meet her at their usual bus stop. When George returns, emotionally exhausted and disillusioned, he finds Tina waiting. She expresses her newfound feelings and desire to be with him. However, George, consumed by his losses and the time he feels he wasted, rejects her love, declaring it came too late. His rejection reflects his deep-seated hurt and the realization that some things in life may be irretrievable. The next day, Tina still waits, hopeful at the bus stop, but George does not return. Instead, he attends a job interview, a path his father had once suggested, and starts to rebuild his life. George's friends open a restaurant in his father's honor, and George begins to find solace in a future that honors his father's memory rather than his unrequited love. As he steps into the professional world, he carries with him the lessons of love and loss, shaping him into a more resilient individual. This poignant tale from San Francisco tells of love pursued, lost, and the painful journey towards self-discovery and healing. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more about love, life, and the moments that shape us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for your weekly dose of emotional and inspiring narratives.